Hello everyone, welcome to another Kaneki Foundation CS video, and today we'll be going over the problem missing character of warmup 1 of CodingBat Java. So let's go through the problem together. Given a non-empty string of an integer and return a new string where the character at index n has been removed, the value of n will be a valid index of a character in the original string. For example, n will be in the range from 0 to str.length minus 1 inclusive. So basically, what this is saying is they're going to give you an n, like an integer. For example, this one's going to be 3. And then if they give you a string, you got to return a new string or a modified string, whatever. That will return the string without this one, without the third in it. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. If they give us 3, we gotta remove the third character, or the character at the third index. So there's two main ways we can do this. If you want the straightforward way, you could skip to this time frame, but I'm gonna go over like a way you can do it with loops. In fact, you could do this without loops, but I'm gonna go over it with loops for now. You can skip to the time frame if you don't want to do it. So for this, what we can do is basically have two for loops. One for loop for the letters or characters before the nth character, and then one loop, another one for characters after the nth character. So basically we're skipping the n, so technically removing it, you know what I'm saying. So if we do this, we can start with a for loop, and we're basically gonna say, as long as so we're gonna start our starting point with 0, obviously, and we're gonna say as long as I is less than our n, we're gonna keep on going. Okay, so what that's gonna do is, let me show you guys. Where's pen? Okay, here. So our for loop is gonna go through this one, this one, this one, until we reach this term or this index, and we're gonna code the stuff that's gonna go after this. But for now, we're going through the letters until we reach n equals whatever. And for example, this example is n equals 3, so we're gonna stop right before here. And what are we gonna do? What are we gonna repeat? That's the question. Where we're gonna make a new string, new str, or whatever you call it. We're gonna leave it blank. Make sure you always have the string, because this is Java. And then we're gonna add to the new string, because we're gonna be returning the new string at the end. So you could do this if you want to plus and equals, if you want to add new stuff, and you can do str dot the character at the current position. So let's say we are at the 0th index. For at the 0th index, pretend our for loop is starting and we're right here at the O. Then we're gonna be right here, and is it less than n? Yes, that's true. So we're gonna move on to the whatever is inside here, and we're gonna add the character at the 0th index to our string. So that will add the O into the new string. So after this, the new string will have, and it's gonna keep on going. It's gonna do 0, 1, 2, whatever, depends on the end. the new str string will have all the characters before the end index. We'll actually will add this code will add all the this code will add all the characters at the indexes that are before the n index. So see how our I is before our n. We're gonna keep on repeating until it's gonna become until it reaches n. So we're not gonna do n. It doesn't count n. Next is another for loop. This time this is the second one, so basically we want another loop for the characters after the nth character. So we want to start after the n. If we do this, we're gonna start at the end. So if we go to the example, so now for the second part of the code, we're gonna start at the nth term if we do int I equals n, and we don't want that. We want to skip this, right? So we need to go to the one after it, which is, so pretend this is n, and then this one will be n plus 1, the next one after n, since we don't want to count the n. And then we're gonna keep on doing this until the end of the whole string length. This depends on however long they give it to us. And we're gonna keep on going. I++. Now what are we gonna put in here? We're gonna do exactly the same thing. We're gonna put in all the characters at the index I, because we know that our for loop will make sure that it will only run whatever the conditions in here if it's between the letter after n and the end of the string. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add this character at this index to new str. Now in the end, we'll return our new str. It's gonna be filled out. So this is gonna be filled with a bunch of letters. And if we run this, we're gonna get this result. Let's try to pick an example, see how our code ran. So for example, we have a chocolate, and we want to you know what, this is a bad example. Okay, let's do this one. So code, we have code, and we want to skip the one at index 2, which is going to be 0, 1, 2. So we want to skip the D right here. Okay, so it's gonna go through, we're gonna have a new string. It's gonna go to this one. So we're gonna start at C. Okay, and then as long as our current our current position is under the n, which is 2, then we're gonna keep on adding the character to our string. So we're gonna do, okay, we got C. Okay, well that's under 2, so 0 is under 2, so it's gonna add the character at 0 into the string. We go to O. O is 1 because it goes 0 and then 1. 1 is less than 2, so we're gonna add it in. And then we have 2. Oh well, we reached our n, so we cannot do this anymore. We abandon ship and we go to the next one. Currently, after this first run, we're going to have CO. Now we need to get the rest. Now it's gonna go, we're gonna start at the letter after n, which in this case is, what's after D? It's gonna be E, right? So we start at E, and as long as our letter is under the length of our string here, we're gonna keep on going. Well, this is the last of the string, so it's gonna run this one, add it to the new string variable, and we're gonna return, because there's nothing after it. Or what am I doing? I meant this one, but yeah, same thing. Okay, now this is going to be the more straightforward way. If you didn't want to use any loops, is pretty simple. So yeah, basically for this method, we're gonna create two strings. The string in the beginning is basically the same logic, and string in the end. So we're gonna create these two strings, and in the end we're gonna return whatever. We're gonna return the beginning of the string and the end of the string. Now, our beginning of the string, we can use the substring method. We could do the string, the substring of the string, and we can set a range, so from the start to wherever n is. And then we could set the other one. You guys could probably guess this one, obviously, but we could do n to the str string length. Yeah. Well, the problem is it needs to be n plus 1, because n will actually include whatever is on n. We need to skip it, so we need to do n plus 1 like last time when we were using for loops. If you didn't know, now you know. Now basically this code will get the beginning. So let's look at this example. If we're doing, like, for example, kitten here, and we want to skip the fourth one, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we want to skip the e, then we're gonna begin 1, 2, 3, and then once it reaches the 4, it's not gonna run. Once it reaches the 4, it's not gonna run. And then we're gonna set whatever here, our substring of n plus 1 to str.length. So that's the letter after e, n, and then it's the end, so it's gonna end right there. Now we know we have this saved, and we could just in the end return our beginning and end. We just put those together, and that will also give us the same results. So yeah, there's multiple ways to do it. If you wanted to practice loops, you could have used the previous method, but if you wanted to go with something more straightforward and efficient, you could have also done this. Both work and both are completely correct. There could be a different method of doing this, but if you find a method, then please let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a like and subscribe.